Hi, and welcome to a special edition of Southeast Trains. This is where we're going to do commentary for the whole episode. So buckle up. Alright, so we're going to start out right here. We're in downtown. We got a 5-engine empty coal train coming by the Main Street station. We just had a pretty cool lash up with 5 engines up front. Usually it's just 4, just a couple. I do have a symbol for this, but I don't have time to put them on here. And if you know, you know. So it's nice to see a little YN2 in there. And now we're down at Fulton, and we got a couple of UP units showing up on a B train with ethanol. First engine's pretty good, 2683. Now this 4778, this is a good looking engine here. Alright, and now I pulled down towards the middle of the yard, and I found a lucky little pull-off where I could get some good shots here. First engine looks pretty good. That second engine, look at that thing. Woo! Alright, so we're over here at Hospital Street in Richmond, still in the city. This one's going up the Buckingham Branch. The 9734 liter. Good little toots there. Takes them about, pretty much any of them, about 30 minutes or less to get to Doswell, believe it or not. Even on these old rickety BB tracks. Had a good looking 4569 in there. Yeah, that was worth it, I tell you. I don't usually record all of them. And we got an M416. We're right here at Lakeside at Northside, Southside Avenue, kind of where they come together. On the back stretch where there's a guardrail. There's 3394 leading this day. It's got a bunch of double stacks up front, as you already noticed. And he's going to be meeting an Amtrak here in a second. I think you're going to like what you see. Alright, any moment he'll come into frame, and there we go. Here we go. I didn't know it was coming. I usually don't really look at stuff, look them up or anything. Somebody's got to go out of their way to tell me. But look at that beauty coming here. Red, white, and blue. That's the best scheme there. And now we are underneath Westwood Avenue, and there's a NS engine leading an Amtrak train back to Norfolk. Now, this train didn't necessarily need the NS power to go back. It was used for a train going north, so they just put it back on there with something else that works, so they can just swap it back out easier. And we got a little race coming through Ashland here. The CSX train looks like he's gonna get it, and nope, overtaken. Smoked. Right in the middle of town. That was a good one. our next video is at Elmont. It's a northbound empty coal train. Should be an E315. It's a SCWX hoppers. They come from Cross, South Carolina. Alright, and we got the 3194 is going to be the second engine on this train. We're right here at Beulah Road behind the airport in Richmond. Look at that beauty. Oh, at a freezer there. And she's gone. And we had another little ethanol train coming. We had a little UP in Kansas City action. Here's Kansas City. Ooh, imagine that won't be much longer before they'd mess with those. And there was a DPU, and there'll be another video of this train. This one was just a little, kind of chopped up. But this was mainly for pictures. The reason I did this one that way. But this one's a straight video. And we're at the Petersburg train station. And I got a little ahead of it because I just didn't know if it was going to take off at any point, and it didn't. It just cruised. But you never know with these things. And here comes the DPU again. That's probably the best looking one on there. Other than the candy cane stripes and the Kansas City Southern, I would say the DPU is just fantastic. Look at that beast. Whoa. Alright, there's the 3194 up at Verdun. And we got a SD70 leading a BB empty grain train, only 2 engines, going up the BB westbound. We are right here at Doswell, the first little yard limit, private road. And a couple of these are going to be on private roads. Next one is too. Right here. This is actually somebody's little turnaround, I guess, for a school bus or something. It's just along Verdun Road. Got a beautiful second engine too, 7029. Couldn't ask for a better mate. And then I decided to get on this side for once, where the cops usually sit and run radar. It was a good shot there. I figured, what the hell, I'll do it on this side. Ain't no need in chasing it past the rock quarry. The sun was just not right anyways, so at least for what I wanted to do. I did actually try to chase it after this, but he beat me to the crossing just past the rock quarry. He was already through it by the time I got to it. I mean, I'm only going 60. I wasn't speeding or nothing, but he got up to some speed to get away from me like that. And here we go. Now, if you notice deep in the back, you see that fog. That's from when it was that Canada fires were going on. And this is probably the only one. It ain't really nothing special. It's just the only thing that really come through while all the smoke was going on. And then if you can't really see it yet because it's so smoky, but another train's about to appear coming southbound on the left side. There you go. There's the lights. Got the ditch lights on. This is the L134 daily train. Nothing special. Cool little meet there. Nice little meat. He getting pretty big. He ought to be in his own train. He ought to be in a big train. Look how many cars he got. That's insane. For a little local like that. Alright, now this is the West Point train showing back up to Richmond. This is when he brought the 5214 Honda back. And I just happened to come out there and I missed him the whole way in. But I did catch him right here as he was about to park. And the conductor was getting out. You see him put his little flashlight on his head. His little LED. There you go. He's going to look over at me here in just a second. Yeah, there you go. What's that over there? There you go. There's a freeze of it. Man. And she left. There's the L134 again. What's the M422? Nothing special. Just had a lot of cold cars. Pretty boring. I'll tell you, should have cut some of that out. Well, here we go. Here's the good part. Hope I didn't lose anybody yet. But this is when I first saw the chassis system. I was down at West AY. This was around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And he came up for the first time on N416. Now this was when him and these other 3 units, totaling 4, went into the middle of the yard. And then they came back around 6 o'clock, I guess, the next crew, and here they are again. Now this is them leaving. This is them leaving West AY. Finally, I guess, after doing some engine pickups. Same first 4, of course, and then they added on a couple. One was pretty good add-on. I mean, one was a low hood or whatever. Look at that thing now. Whew. That was probably the only time that I could get a shot of it that it wasn't fuzzy. That chassis thing, man, it will come out fuzzy in a heartbeat with a picture. Cause I don't know what it is about it. But look, there's an add-on engine 7882 and 6445. We had no. We picked them up at Acca. So then I went over to dinner. Went to the Caboose. Would highly recommend. Was sitting there, and there's Auto Train. Got up and took a little video. Ain't done nothing special. Just it's the Auto Train. Whatever. 50 cars, and I think I only recorded to the actual superliners on this one. I didn't record any auto carriers, I don't think. I think the waitress that come over, she always comes over right in the middle of the Auto Train. And then I was sitting there, and I sat back down, got back up, and here she was again. Look at that, coming right through Ashland, right where I was eating dinner. What a gorgeous sight. Just something to see. I'll tell you. And before I didn't get the DPU because it was inside the chain link fence in between 195, but this was my opportunity to really get a shot, and I did within this video. Right there. It's a good number. 7250. That's not bad. It's a good number. Alright. Then we got the Auto Train. He's got 3 engines on this day, and he has a 508, I believe. Yeah, Amtrak 508. It's 3rd engine. Good shot there. Yeah. Taking him to Florida. This one, we're going to have to watch the whole train here. I don't know who's counting. If you want to leave a comment in the comments. You want to tell me how many were in this train? Maybe I'll make you a moderator just because you paid attention and you watched it. Can't really judge it on this one. I'll take about whatever you can see of this one because I think I just kind of lightheartedly just kind of turn the camera. I don't really care like how many you're counting. And people get on that virtual rail fan and they bet and all that stuff. And I mean, it's not like money, but it's like you gotta have it in on time, and that's just this one more step. I just ain't got time for it, So it was coming to a creep at Elmont. It appeared. I think he was stopping, waiting on 90, maybe. Not real sure, but he was slightly creeping a little bit. This was me actually pulled up to the Gualthamy Church crossing. NASA PO 92, I can tell that anywhere away. Oh yeah, 148 and the new big game 187. Ooh. I don't know, I guess the other one got destroyed in an accident probably. I think I saw something about that. Moved a couple around. Now this is I-31. Sorry I jumped the gun last time. I'm not going to re-record. This is a straight run through, unedited commentary. We're going to do it. I haven't seen anybody ride these bad boys in a while. I imagine I've recorded probably somebody going by, but I just didn't see them. Them things, man. Got them riding on top one time. I was a little close here, but I'm within the limits. There's lines and stuff right here in the middle of Ashland. So. Decent little train. Now this is a low ramp. I actually got a triple crossing shot with this up top. I didn't realize at the time when I did it that it was a low ramp, that it actually grinds the rail. Just a little portable one. As you can see here, sparks are flying. People are walking underneath. They don't know what the hell is going on. It's a fiasco. Here he is pulling forward. It's working at one specific spot. I think they had just done rail there, and it's just not worth bringing the whole low ram team out just to do one little spot. So they send this little portable truck out, which is pretty ingenious. At the end of the video, I will have a picture of this actually on the ground. That I only caught that once. I don't know why it skipped over like that. That's was it James Lipscomb out there? Yeah. So this is I don't know what is it, M409. That's M409. Yeah. And on the rear of his train has the CSXT 911 Spirit of our first responders, which you will see shortly. I'll make you watch most of the middle of this boring train that I also had to go through. This is actually kind of a slim cut, so it should be right up here. As you can see the glowing light. There she is. A beaut. Let's freeze it. Oh, perfect. Look at that thing. I got so many good shots of that, I don't need to chase that down. But here's the chassis system. Now this was M415, just right after that. Woo, look at that thing. And he has a rear DPU, I believe. There it is. Nope, mid DPU. Note this is England Street, right here at the crossing. A little wet outside. Alright, we got a northbound here. Probably M300. Spin and oh, I didn't get a good shot. Look at this kid. He'll learn. Good luck, buddy. And now we have another northbound. This was a E315 with SCWX hoppers coming from across South Kakalaka. He does also, there's two trains that goes across South Carolina. There's one that comes down the James River, and then there's one that comes from PA. One's E345, and that one's E315. Alright, then we got a southbound. We got a CSX 500 right here, the Spirit of, what is that, Grafton? Yeah, Spirit of Grafton. And then there was the 440. This train has the Baltimore and Ohio mid DPU on it, and here it is. I ended up getting some really good shots of it. But this is the first time I saw it. This was it coming by Ashland. Yeah, look at that. Look at 1827, baby. Yeah. When it was all created on that one. And then I recorded the rest of the train because my car was on the other side of the tracks. But it didn't matter because I've got Interstate 95 on my side. And there it is at RVR coming by. Just got lucky enough to catch that. And then I came down to the Richmond Volleyball Club, and there it is again. And it literally stopped. And I got 2 good shots. You'll see them here in a second. Just a work of art there. That the blues don't really look that bad at night on top of each other, especially with that gray, that gray top. It's a good looking engine. A lot of people are like, finish it off, whatever. I mean, kind of get what they're saying. I mean, maybe they should have, but I'm just glad they did something, and that's all that really matters. It's not going to stop me from going out and trying to get it. I do wish that 1827 underneath that B&O, I wish that was like used as the numbers, like original numbers, like the original number style to really represent the heritage. But maybe next time, maybe on the redo. And now she's about to come to a halt. Look at that razor wire. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. That stuff is sharp. Don't play around that. But anyway, so I drove around, got these shots. Look at that. Thing was parked, train stopped. Beautiful. It was 12:34 a.m. It was totally worth it. Alright, now pretty sure this was Craig Miller in his, like he likes to call it, his Y214 or L214 or whatever he wants to call it. This is 5375. Pretty sure he was in that engine with his conductor. But he was on the other side, so you didn't see him. 6391, 4585, and a 5368, and they're headed to Acca from Fulton. Alright, here's the auto train. Now, this was just a couple days ago. This is the 514 second engine. You don't really see that very often, being the second engine. Usually it's the third engine, and it's only because they need to swap them out down in Florida. But we're gonna watch this train right here, because it's worth watching. Look at that thing. Ain't that just a beautiful little sunset? Look at that. This is at Hermitage Road. This is the train is literally going by RVR Stables Mill, the head end right now, and he is probably going about, what do you think, 50, 60 miles an hour? He's rolling. He will be in Florida the day after this at 8 a.m. and there'll be another one leaving. Ain't that something? And here's the end of it. Kind of cut a little short here, a little jerky motion there. But as soon as he cleared, here come M416. He coming on up the hill. He had 3 elephant style units up front. Little low hood in the middle. 3372, 4227. Seen that around a lot. Around Richmond. 5375. I don't know about that one. Just a bunch of double stacks. I usually record them till all the double stacks go by. He's got little rules about stuff. I don't know. Mixed freight. is not a priority of mine to record, I'll tell you that. This is something cool. You're about to see some mixed rate, and that's only because it's the rear of the train. You ever see it in my videos. Sometimes I put it in the middle. Just depends on the view. I mean, it was a kind of the sunset already kind of left, so it's just kind of like, don't want to drown y'all out with mediocre kind of shaded, stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with a little grain, a little tank. Oh, there's an engine up in here though. Some people say they like to watch the whole train. I try to do that sometimes. Sometimes I'm just like, if it's a unit train, I just don't care. And then here is that low ram truck I promised you I'd show you at the end. This is the first time I caught it on the ground. That was yesterday.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.